like to talk a little bit now about the blood. The life of the flesh, the Bible says, is in the blood. In Genesis 2 and verse 15, it says, "And the Lord took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to dress and to keep it. And the Lord commanded man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but the tree of knowledge and good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die." God here had given man his diet. He had the fruits, the grains, the nuts, and the tree of life. That was his total diet. Now, what we have here is the fruits, the grains, and the nuts. They are the fuel for the body. The tree of life now kept it in perfect repair. So this was a complete balance. Now man sinned, and when he sinned, God took away the tree of life. But he didn't take it away completely. He took and he replaced it with the herb of the field. Now, why the herb of the field? It was really interesting to study this out and understand, the herb of the field contains chlorophyll. Now, the chlorophyll cell and the blood cell are identical cells except for the nucleus and the color. Now, the chlorophyll cell has a magnesium nucleus, where the blood cell has an iron nucleus. And when we ingest chlorophyll, that chlorophyll really doesn't digest that well. And so it passes into the small bowel and then is absorbed through the mucosal lining of the small bowel and gets into the bloodstream. Those chlorophyll cells now in the bloodstream go to the bone marrow, and the bone marrow now takes out the magnesium nucleus, replaces it with iron, and that chlorophyll cell becomes a healthy red blood cell. This is how you can rebuild the blood so easily, you see. Now, I'd like to also state here that there are some religious groups that will refuse blood transfusions, but they will get a transfusion of chlorophyll and it will do exactly the same thing. Now that shows you, that chlorophyll was given to us for a reason. And so, I'd like to share too, we talked a little bit earlier about the fat and how the fat is full of toxin. This is why God also states that we shouldn't eat the blood of the animals. And the reason for that is because the blood contains all the toxin. See, the blood is taking toxin, is feeding the cells with food, but also taking toxin from that cell to the eliminative organs. And so now we have toxin in the blood. And this is why we are not to eat the blood nor the fat of the animals. Now, chlorophyll is a very important thing, especially when we're trying to rebuild the body. Now, there's other things that will help too, like coconut water, for example. Coconut water is the exact consistency of blood plasma. So we can get a blood transfusion, in a sense, by just what we eat and how we eat it. Now, God has given us these things because we needed them, you see, for our health. We don't have anything to repair the body anymore except the herbs of the field that He has given us, the leaves of the tree, and so on. So truly, the life of the flesh is in the blood. Now in Psalms 103 and verse 2, it says here, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfieth the mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles." Folks, we are what we eat. The life of our flesh is in the blood. If you have healthy blood, you are in health. It's because we today do not have healthy blood because of our diets and our lifestyles. So we don't have a healthy blood system anymore. And this is why sickness overtakes us so easily. So be very careful, folks, what we eat and how we eat, and eat the things that God has given us. You see, if we do that, we will be in health. Thank you.